enough. How should you position yourself in the last hour of trade? Mitessh Thakkar of earningswave.com joins us on the show now. Mitessh, at every instance when the markets were bouncing higher, rebounding from lows, you were never convinced that the markets can substantially move higher. You were always cautious over the last couple of days. From here on, do you think the markets are showing a significant pressure that we could breach the budget day lows, the 200-day moving average? That support might be taken out and we could be headed much lower?
Good afternoon. I think the overall structure has been weak, and that is why, I think the rallies are getting sold into, and that is what we were expecting and hoping. I have been, penciling in targets of the 200-day average, which you just rightly mentioned, which is at about 17,365, 368 zones or thereabouts. And the overall structure does suggest that we might actually, eventually break below that and head towards 17,100 levels as well. So what happens typically is that when the market kind of starts declining, you will get support levels, you will get bounce back, and then most possibly the market will make a lower high. So I think that sequence of lower highs, lower lows is likely to continue, and therefore in that sense I'm very clearly bearish. But from a trading point of view, you have to tactically adjust. Every time you are near support levels, you want to cover some shorts, trail your stop losses tighter, wait for a bounce back again, then sell into it. So I think that's the way we are approaching it. It's not a market which is falling one way or directionally, because we did spend a good time between 17,500, which was the last time when we tested. This was around 30th of January. And then a good part of February was spent between 17,500 and 18,100, and then we are back to the same level. So I think good chance that we'll eventually break below that this time, or if not today, I think maybe we'll get a 1-2 day kind of a bounce back and then eventually continue the downward journey, because the setup still is on the negative side. So maintaining a bearish view on in that sense. In fact, on the stock side as well, I have one buy and one sell. Whirlpool is something which has come on the buy side, and very surprising actually, because that stock is doing very well in a market which is very weak. So I have a buy here with the stop below 1,300, maybe 1,295, and a target of roughly around 1,400, 1,395 to about 1,400 is what traders can possibly look at. And one sell call that's on Punjab National Bank. And in fact, we have been slightly bearish on the PSU banks for the last few days. So we've had sell calls in Canara Bank and Bank of Baroda. PNB now can be sold with a stop at 49.5 for a target of around 45, maybe 44.5 on the downside.
Thanks, Mitessh. I think you've read my mind. I was just looking at some of these PSU bank charts just a while back. Take your calls on board. We'll come back to you.